Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. So today's video, we're going to talk about the national drought that we're seeing across many states. Now, a lot of you guys are already up on this or been paying attention. Some of you, a lot of you are probably in a lot of these drought states. Even certain states that are not in drought territory, some of you live in states like here in New York where we have certain counties that have drought alerts or drought warnings, if you will, or drought statements. So, telling people that please don't use water for X, Y, and Z. There are a lot of counties in different states that are in drought emergencies as well, not only just states. That being said, guys, this drought that we're seeing is going to complicate a lot of things. It's going to make food more expensive because it's going to be less food grown. It's going to be less cattle grown, sheep, pigs, whatever the fuck you eat, grown, because there's less water to go around. Now, out in the Midwest, they're feeling that fucking drought right now. It's pretty fucking bad. And if you guys look at a drought map of the United States, you're going to see that many states are being affected severely by this drought. And a lot of those states that are being affected by the drought are also states that do a lot of farming and or grow a lot of our meats, food we eat, sorry. Now, some of you are going to go on a conspiracy theory train and start saying, oh, they're doing this drought on purpose so they can introduce bugs. Listen, that was in the back of my head, but that is less likely to be an issue, if you will. The issue is the drought, and the drought is real. The drought's not fake. It's not man-made. They're not stopping it from raining. Though, yes, you can argue a lot of the things we are seeing. I'm not going to go down that road because that's way too fucking off the charts, if you will, off the chain. So, guys, we are going to start spending, or not start, we're already spending too much money for food. We're probably going to see something very astronomically bad as far as food pricing goes. Whereas Alaska Prepper said it in his video a couple days ago, ranchers are starting to say that we might see $50 a pound per beef, whatever that beef is. Now, that's average. That's not, across the board. It's not going to be $50 for chuck and then $50 for ribeye. No, just on average across the board. Now, a lot of us are paying out of the fucking, out of the nose for fucking beef right now. But they think it's going to get higher. They're not saying that it will, but that they think it's going to get higher. Keep in mind, guys, everything that's being reported on prepper channels is mights, maybes, and probablys, not will. People that say will, maybe they have insider information, or maybe they're just full of shit. Regardless, guys, know that this is coming. And now it's time, before we get to that area where we're paying $50 a pound for beef, start putting more meat away. Do what you got to do. Again, if you got a freeze drying machine, freeze dry it. If you have a freezer, freeze it. Vacuum seal it, freeze it. Do what you can, guys, to stock up on what you can, and then buy what you can down the line. So, just because, guys, you put all of this meat away, if you can afford the $50 a pound, get it. Still get it at that time, and leave that beef in your freezer as a reserve. Don't start diving into it because, meat's too expensive. If you can afford it, get it. If you can't afford it, then obviously rely on the beef in your freezer. But also, guys, mix up the meat. Get chicken while you still can. Get lamb if you eat that while you still can. Put fish away while you still can. Build up your meat arsenal, if you will, while you still can, because it's probably gonna skyrocket, guys. Now, if it does skyrocket, that does not mean that it's going to stay at that forever. It's not. Meat fluctuates. We've seen it for decades. Meat goes up and down. $50 a pound is a lot. Do I think it's going to go up that high? I hope not. I think it's going to go, high where it's like $10, $12, $15 a pound. Maybe if you're in Alaska, it's probably that high already. But here in the lower 48s, if you will, it's not that expensive, but it might get pricey for us. Again, if you think it's going to get pricey and you're worried about it, start putting it away now. Vacuum seal, throw it in the freezer, freeze dry it, and use it for some other day. You can even dehydrate it if you want to make it into jerky, if that's your thing. But guys, this is just, the drought is something to be concerned about, because the drought is also going to complicate other problems too, whereas issuing out water. Now, We have this drought, guys, in play, and they're already telling us that rainwater isn't safe. So keep that in mind. The timing of articles talking about rainwater not being safe and how you shouldn't drink it because it could get you sick with this drought, it is time to jump on that bandwagon of fucking us, essentially. That's what they're looking to do. So again, guys, if you're collecting rainwater, collect the fucking rainwater. Fuck them peoples. Don't let those fucking people tell you what you can and can't do. Granted, guys, if the rainwater is bad or has that forever chemicals in it, listen, it is what the fuck it is. Our body is probably going to adapt to it over time. Like anything else in life, the human body has adapted to a lot of fucked up shit over time. That's one of the things we're going to do. Or there is no forever chemicals in it, and they're just fucking with us so that we don't collect it so that they can collect most of it. However the fuck that works. Being that if it's dropping on your property, I don't know how they're going to collect it. But they are definitely going to make that an issue because I think they want us to be more reliant on their water system is why they're telling us not to drink rainwater. But that's a different story. But anyway, guys, with drought comes a lot of bad shit. And the whole Dust Bowl situation, we saw that back in the 1920s, if I'm not mistaken. We might be seeing that again. The problem with the Dust Bowl is a lot of people get displaced with something like that. So when areas that have severe drought, guys, and they can no longer drink water because there's no water to drink, where do those people move to? Cities. And cities are already taxed as it is, especially New York City. They're not saying it, but we're taxed as it is with a lot of shit like housing, for example. Food is coming down the pipe. Water right now is good. But if you get more people from these outer states or mid-states moving here to New York City, California, Florida, wherever the fuck they're going to move to get more water, that complicates the issue and that puts strain on the available resources we currently have now. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.